Look at this. Rhythm shooting is a joke. 2K. I've gone live for one reason and one reason only. And it's because everyone's getting onto this rhythmic shooting. I have been absolutely banging on about this to everyone I know since the beginning of the game. Bear in mind, I will remind you, I am on a 78 3 ball, and I'm doing all of this live for you guys. You can see though, when I take a step into the line and I'm actually on the 3-point line, I don't miss. It's honestly disgusting. Learning this shouldn't take long. A couple minutes every day before you go into my career, before you go into park, before you go into rec, is all it takes. I know I'm only in my court. I get that, right? But even the top creators in my court don't shoot like this. I've seen them doing jump shot videos, and they aren't making this many in a row. I'll show you that early. I'll show you guys my jump shot as well, if you want the jumper. Let me quit. We'll show you the jumper. I'll show you my shooting stats. 78 3 ball, 32 midi. Remember that as well, because I'm going to also show you something. So 78 3 ball, 32 midi, and I'm 6'7". This is the jumper I'm rocking with. Jump shot creator, yes sir. It's AJ Lawson base, Oscar Robinson 1, Carl Corver 2. And I turned down the release speed a little bit. I might even try by turning it down more, because you don't need it to be quick. Shooting in rhythm can and will consistently let you hit contested shot. Now, how I'm shooting, I don't play park much at all, but how I'm shooting in park is 50%, which is a bit ridiculous. I play rec a bit more, and I've been taking some stupid shots. But I'm still shooting 36%. It can be better in rec. I'm completely aware of that, and my win percentage isn't the best with in rec either. I don't play sweaty at all. You know, we don't play zone or anything like that. We play 4-man against sweats all the time. However, I promise you, you're probably better than I am at the game. Yeah, I can still shoot lights out. And I haven't been in the rec properly since I've got this timing down. I was still learning it when I was in the rec. But you can see it's like I've got a 90 plus 3 ball. People with 99 3 balls don't even shoot this well. Do you know how crazy that is? Like 78 3 ball. Let me get my stamina back. Bit late. Yeah, I released to the side, but hey ho. Behind the back. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you know how disgusting that is? That I can shoot step backs like this? That was poor from me, to be fair. But I shouldn't be able to do this, guys. I shouldn't be able to hit these at this clip. I don't care who you are, what you're saying. I'm a lockdown. Why am I hitting these step backs this consistent? That was a midi. Remember, I have a 32 midi, and that was a midi. Let me see if I can hit another midi. Almost. 32 midi. Almost. It's easier from 3, but we're still hitting those midis. 3, money. Look at this. Rhythm shooting is a joke. 2K. Why is this in your game? I have a 32 midi. A 32. That should not be possible. These shots should not be possible to do with the 32 midi at all. Especially not this consistently. I have no hotspots in the mid-range, by the way. None. I'll find the sweet spot. Give me a second. Give me a second. There's one. There's two. Three? No, late on it. Four? Three? No. Late on it again. Anyway. God damn it. I'm gonna hit this. How is that slightly fast? I don't get it. There it is. There it is. Oh, that my finger slipped on that one. We're not counting that one. Anyway, I'll go back to the 3-point line. This with a yeah, it's just 2K. You need to patch this. I don't want you to, but I should not be hitting step backs like this. That's missed. Very early timing and it still went in. Anyway, very early, it still went in. You guys get the gist of it, okay? I can't hop step left. I can right. Let me just finish it with this one. Okay, or not. Do you know how disgusting I would be if I had a 99 3-ball build or midi? I'm going to get into showing you guys how to do it and what to look for. Can I change my camera settings? No. Okay, so the main thing I'm going to tell you to look for is if I'm shooting a midi. Okay, listen to me when I say this. Holding X or square to shoot and where you normally release it, the timing for rhythm shooting is completely different. Okay, it's completely different. You're going to want to... The only way I can describe it, right? The only way I can describe it... Let's get my face out. It's not working. Brilliant. Okay, let's get my face out. On a shot, we go up and we follow through. Okay? Normally, on 2Ks, if you play without the meter, you know this. You want to release it when that elbow is about to start extending. When it's reached that point there and it starts extending, that's when you want to release it. The difference in rhythm shooting, so you obviously hold the right stick down, you hold it down, and then you flick it up. That's how you do a rhythm shot, okay? So I'm holding down, I'm holding down, I'm holding down. As soon as that elbow, okay, I would say nipple, in between nipple and shoulder height. As soon as that elbow's in between nipple and shoulder height, you flick forward. So pulling, 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 pulling. As soon as it gets to there, now I'm pushing the ball away from my shot. So it's not about release when the ball's at it before it's about to flick. It's about when that elbow is transitioning, almost your shoulders transitioning from pulling the ball to pushing the ball. That's the best way I can describe it. Okay. What I would say though, get into my court 10 minutes before you do anything else, 10 minutes before you play career, and 10 minutes after you've done with the game. So when you hop on, when you hop off, it will literally only take you a day. Do that. I mean, after the first 10 minutes, you should be shooting consistently with it. You'll learn the timings and you'll be shooting consistently after the first time of doing it. I hope I've given a valid enough explanation on how to do it. But if you are not rhythm shooting, people say, like creators say, oh, get boosts, blah, 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 blah. Get boosts, do it. I'm playing completely free to play this year, just like I know many of you will be. Completely free to play. I've got one build. I'm not getting boosts because I'm saving my VC to upgrade my build. As you can see, I've got 400 VC. I'm an 87 so far. I can max it out at 95. But we're playing free to play this year. Save your VC. don't get boosts. If you have VC to spare, get shooting boosts. Ignore everything else, get shooting boosts. Obviously, if you're not a shooter, I don't know why you're watching this video anyway. Okay, yeah, no, I know what it was. The last thing I want to mention, I don't want to make this video too long, okay? It's already probably been longer than I thought it was going to be. I've been recording for 20 minutes. The last thing I want to touch on, if you cannot get it down because you can't get the timing on the right, the tempo bar to green, calm down with the flicking. If you don't have good control over your analog sticks, this is going to be difficult. It's going to feel weird. A recommendation I have for you, okay, instead of holding it down and flicking it, so what I'm doing, I'll show you my controller, is let me make the camera bigger. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm holding the analog stick and I'm flicking. Okay, that was a MIDI. We're not going to count that. But I'm holding, flicking. Okay, that's what I'm doing because I've got used to it. One of the best tips I can give you for learning the flick timing is don't flick it. Don't flick it at the beginning. Use a crescent motion. And what I mean by that is roll it. Roll it up. And you'll get it more consistently and you'll learn the timing. And then when you've done that, I don't know how that's going in. When you've learnt the crescent timing, then transition to flicking, because the flicking is the most consistent. I found how it registers in the crescent motion is just a bit weird with the push timing. But as you can see here, I'm doing the crescent motion and I'm still greening it. You do this until you've got that push timing on lock. And if this is what works for you, do it the whole year. Use that rolling motion the whole year. I found it more consistent for me to change it to flicking it that early. Okay, that's just what I found it to be more consistent in, is flicking it. You can, as I'm showing you, proof, you can roll the analog stick and the rhythmic timing will still work. Look at your player. It's a simple tip, okay? Turn your shot meter off. Look at your goddamn player. Even if you don't want to turn the shot meter off, I don't care. I do not care. Turn it off. Learn it. There's always a boost. It doesn't matter how small the boost is it gives you. There's a boost. Why are you not giving yourself a boost? And people are like, oh, I don't know when to time it. Learn. If you're watching this video, I know you want to learn. So why not put yourself in the deep end, make yourself uncomfortable, and learn it like you're going to learn rhythmic shooting. I promise you right now, it will be easier to learn rhythmic shooting if you focus on your character's arm positioning and the ball positioning rather than where the meter is. Because think about it, okay? On the screen, my player is this big on my screen. Okay, so I've got that much to see. I've got that much space to see smaller details, right? With the shot meter, you have got this much. It takes up this much space on the screen compared to this. This compared to this. Where do you think you're going to see more detail in when to shoot? You know what I mean? And get the timing consistent. It's going to be the bigger, you know, the thing that has more tells. Please stop shooting with the meter. You will get used to it. As far as tips for shooting these midis and hop steps that you've seen me doing, the timing is different. Do not rely on muscle memory. Learn it based off of visual cues. There's like a 90%, 95% green window. If you're complaining about that extra 5% and you don't use rhythmic shooting, that's your problem. If you don't want to learn rhythmic shooting, every single creator I've seen complaining about the pure green window, I haven't seen them use rhythmic shooting. They hold X and they're complaining there should be a skill gap for the better players. There is a skill gap for the better players, and it's using rhythmic shooting. I wouldn't be surprised if they nerf this, because 2K for some reason doesn't like having a skill gap. I don't understand, like with shooting, they like it more to be RNG, and this is just absolutely disgusting. The skill gap in shooting right now is... That's early. It's night and day. I went on a bit of a rant there. That was a 10-minute rant of me just saying how disgusting it is. Thank you for goddamn watching the video. I appreciate it. Leave a like and subscribe. Don't be weird. Look, I will keep you updated with all of the best tips to make you just stand out a little bit more than everyone else. That's all you need to do. Just be better than the person next to you. And I am. I'm not blowing my own trumpet. I'm not saying I'm better than these creators. I'm not saying I'm better than Sweats. I'm not saying that. But I'm better than the people around me. And I'm better than the average person in Park. I appreciate you guys for watching. I blew my own trumpet a little bit there. Appreciate you guys for watching. See you in the next one.